Hi guys. So this is gonna be like a little story time about myself, kind of just part of my personal branding, I guess. So to begin with, I am from Togo, West Africa. When you look at the map, like the world map or the map of Africa, it's circled more detail in the red. We're very small, like very small country. We're still there. When you look to the picture that's right next to it, it kind of breaks it down more into like the main cities. I guess I will say I'm from south of Togo. I'm from Lomé. It's the Red Star. I was born in Lomé. I was raised in Lomé, but my tribe, I would say, or my village, where like all my grandpa and like ancestors kind of originated from, is Anejo. It's the star that's right next to it. My mom claims they brought me there when I was like less than one, so I don't remember. I lived in Togo from the time I was born until the time I turned 10. Um, I moved here because initially my dad was here and it was kind of like, his wife and kids joining him here. I've only lived in Minnesota since I moved to the United States, so I don't know, this is kind of like all I know. Moving on. When I came here, I didn't speak any English, so I went to French immersion school. It was an elementary school. So there I kind of took ELL classes and kind of learned English. So like the school was in French. So like I was still getting my education. I wasn't falling behind and then, I was learning English on the side. So I would say like within a year. Like I got the basics of English down. Um, so I came here when I was 10. So according to that, they put me in fifth grade. But that's not how the education system works in Africa. When I was in Africa, I started school when I was I believe about two and a half. It's kind of like if your kid can walk and they can talk, you kind of just, ship them off. So the when I was in Togo, I was like in high school. By the age of 10, I was gonna go into like my sophomore year of high school. And then when I came here, I went all the way back to fifth grade. So it was an adjustment, but looking back, it was good because I was 10 and that's kind of what things go by in this country. It goes by age. So it made sense. Um, so I did fifth and sixth grade in French immersion, and then I went to Murray Middle School. Um, Only 2 years there. I don't remember much, but it was pretty cool. Um, I remember I was kind of like lonely because I kind of made friends that spoke French, and some of them were African, so like I kind of connected with some of them. And then I had to go to a whole different school, and we kind of lost track, but we connected again because we all ended up going to Como Park Senior High School. So some of the old friends and some of the new ones, and some friends that I have till this day, I met them at Como. So yeah. Moving on to higher education. So I'm at the U of M currently. It's my third year. Um, when I was applying to go to school, I kind of always thought like, oh, I wouldn't go to the U. Like, like we always have field trips to the U. Like, I went to that school, I would say like at least 10 or maybe 15 times. So, like, I was kind of sick of it by the time it came, like, college came around. But for some reason, it just ended up making sense to go to the U. I really, really wanted to go to Howard. That was my dream school. I visited, I fell in love. It was an HBCU, historically black college, so it's just like the environment was just so welcoming. And I applied and I was on the track to getting in, but when it came to the financial aid, it was way too expensive for me. So I had to make a decision like, yeah, like you need to like a affordable school to go to. So that's where the U came in. Um, I guess the U was like kind of sort of like my third choice because it was Howard, it was Hamlin, and then the U. And then like somewhere between that, Oxford came up too, but I guess they're all like just too expensive for me. So I ended up just choosing the U. It made sense. I'll have to say I'm glad I made that decision. Like I'm enjoying my school here and it's not that bad. So I guess it paid off in the end. Moving on, my family. So the little boy that you see, that's my best friend. Like we're BFFs. His name is Evans. He just turned 5. Um, I've known him basically since he was born. He kind of grew up with me and we just really grew a bond. He's my little cousin. So I don't know, he's just like my escape from all the craziness that I go through. And it's always fun to just like get away from school and adulting and just like be in his world and be a kid and be free. And the next picture is me, my mom, and my sister. Both of these pictures were actually taken on my 21st birthday. Um, I live here with my mom and my sister. My sister, she's taller than all of us, but she's only 14, but she's so tall and we're all just short. Um, yeah, basically these are my support system. And of course there's, a couple more people, but I couldn't put all of them here. I just picked the main one. So, like, I say that everything I do, I really do it for my mom, because she does so much for me and she's sacrificed so much for us. So, like, I want to make her proud. I want to graduate and show her that diploma, like, mom, like I made it. So, it's a journey, but we'll get there. Strength and weaknesses. So I would say like I'm a really loving and caring person. I'm also very loyal. Like I'm that friend. Like if you don't like somebody, I automatically don't like somebody. I was just like that's how deep my loyalty runs. I'm a great communicator and that goes for like at least I try to be you know, checking in on people, calling people, see how they're doing, just listening and being there and following up. I'll I like to think I'm pretty good at that and an adapter. Um like, sometimes I get down when things don't go my way, but, I pick myself back up and just keep going. My weaknesses, I would say, is like, I guess this would be like when I was a bit younger too, but trusting. Like, I always trust the wrong people. And I guess like the loving part can also be a weakness of mine because, like, when I care and love somebody and I trust them, sometimes that will make me be blind to like if they're not good for me. Impatient. That is a very big one. I have no patience for anything in life. Like I'm like I want it now type of person. Um, Also quick to assume. Yeah, I really need to work on that. And like sometimes my feelings can be easily hurt. So those are all things I'm still trying to improve on and just kind of like, even though I'm looking at them as a weakness, just kind of like turn them into a positive if possible. And lastly, interest. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm a big makeup fan. Like, I spend hundreds of dollars in Sephora. I love food. Oh my gosh, being African, I love food. And lastly, music. Music kind of has always been like, I don't know, just like takes me away from this world whenever I'm down, whenever I'm sad, and like there's not much I can physically do. I can just pop my headphones in, just listen to music, and kind of just, you know, calm down and just get back to reality. So that's about it. Thank you.